You come, you kill people, they run away, and you reside on their lands. And government is saying we are looking for the perpetrators. You can see the perpetrators. No, you need to arrest every Fulani man that's living on a land that does not belong to him. How did you get this land? How did you acquire this land? Who brought you this land? How do you even occupy these spaces? That's the reality. These people who own these lands are actually alive. They are on the plateau, living in IDP camps, but their homes have been taken by Fulani people, and nobody's doing anything about it. Nobody's doing anything about it. For how long will this continue on the plateau? Nobody is doing anything about it. The government will come out and make political statements that herders and farmers clash. There is nothing like herders and farmers clash on the plateau. I still repeat, take me anywhere in the world, I will stand and speak the truth. There is nothing like herders and farmers clash on the plateau. It's what? The systematic annihilation of plateau people and taking over of their lands. Fulani people are killing people on the plateau. They're destroying their crops daily. The people will run away. Fulani people will come and occupy their lands. And I'm not lying. I can give you locations where you go right now, you meet Fulani people living in people's houses. People who have run away to look for what? Shelter. You go to their houses, you see Fulani people living in their houses and grazing on their lands. And the government is looking for the perpetrators. Who do you think are the perpetrators? When the killers are living in people's houses, a criminal comes to your house, kill your mother, kill your father, and the children run away, and he's living in your house, and the government is telling you, we are looking for the perpetrators. Who are the perpetrators? Listen, unless our lands have been taken, unless government will reclaim back stolen lands from what? From Fulani Herdsmen, I will turn it back what? To the ancestral owners of this plateau, you will not know peace. This peace can never thrive in an environment where there's no justice. You have to give justice for those people who have been deprived justice. It's quite sad. It's quite sad. Now, look at what's happening on the plateau. Coffee everywhere. Plateau is a very volatile state. Every little thing sparks what to a bigger issue. But let the government stand and speak the truth. Let the government stand and speak the truth for once. What's happening on the plateau? What's happening on the plateau? If government does not take a solution to stop what's happening on the plateau, to plateau people will start taking what the law into their hands. Which is unfair. It's unfair. It's unfair. People will start taking the laws into their hands if the government will not do anything about it. The government have to tell the whole world the truth. What's happening on the plateau? Fulani people are taking over people's ancestral lands, killing people, taking over territory. More than 8 communities. Fulani people are now residing on people's lands comfortably, living there day and night. And the people cannot even go to their lands and farm. Who's talking about these things? Who is saying it? Nobody's talking about it. The government will come and say, herders and farmers clash. Have you ever seen people farming in the night? Have you ever seen people farming in the night? Have you ever seen people farming in their bedrooms? When you go to people's bedrooms, you slaughter them, you kill them in their bedrooms, and then the government the next day is calling herders and farmers clash. Where? Have you ever seen any clash without repercussion? Look at all the glory pictures. You only see the picture of these villagers and these farmers being killed daily. Have you ever seen anybody of any of the assailants, any of the herdsmen? For how long are we going to keep what? Keep on politicizing lives in this country? Come on, for how long are we going to use plateau people's lives to keep on playing politics with it? Let us come out and tell people the truth. Unless government stop what's happening on the plateau, people will keep on taking laws into their hands. This is Plateau State, for Christ's sake. History has shown us every small thing can spark up into a big fight. People are killed on the plateau daily. Killing has become the normal on this state. They will kill 20 in Yum. They will kill 500 in Berkeley. They will kill 300 in Miango. They will go to Bokos. They will go and slaughter 1,000 Bokos. And nobody's doing anything about it. The government will call it herders and farmers clash. Now the people are taking the laws into their hands. And then look at what's happening in the state. Everybody's crying. Let us tell ourselves the truth. The people who are killing people on the plateau are living on plateau people's lands. You go to Miango, there are Fulani people living on people's lands. How did they get those lands? Who sold the lands to them? They kill people run away, and they're living on those lands, and government is doing nothing about it. The government is doing nothing about it. Government is doing nothing about it. You go to Riom, you see Fulani people living on people's ancestral lands. Nobody sold those lands to them. How did they get those lands? The government is not talking about it. You go to Berkeley, the same thing. The same thing. Killing on the plateau has become normal and nobody's doing anything about it. For how long? The government needs to rise up and tell the truth. Listen, what is happening on the plateau is there's no fighting. Nobody's fighting anybody. People are just reacting to the world, to the senseless killings against our plateau people. People are reacting to the senseless killing, devilly on us every blessed day. We have statistics. Do you know how many people have been killed on the plateau since 2001? I'm talking about more than 2 million people. More than 2 million souls have been lost.